get these case studies open.
So we're going to start with 6. First 6.
Yeah, probably 6A. These ones were like harder for me. Like I was like, okay.
I really, really liked doing it in the group last time.
Or we did it with him.
Just because I felt like, I don't know, like having. Wait, where is it at? Here it is. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. I'm in lesson 11. Like, I just felt like there were things that he, like, brought up that I don't think I would have ever thought
Do
about.
we just pick one of the cases to talk about for number 6?
No, we talk about both.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm pulling it up now.
I just said at like the top of case 6, it's like pick one of the following you find interesting.
Oh. Okay, it says discuss. We have to discuss 15 them for 15 minutes each. So yeah, I guess we can choose one of this one, but then the other one is this one. So we do a total of 2, not all 3.
Okay.
So which one did you say you liked?
I don't know, either one.
Oh,
I was just saying. I was reading the tops. It says like, which one of the following do you find interesting?
I
think I find the first one interesting. I don't know what to do in that situation, but.
All right, let's talk about this one then. I'll read it. Peggy, a 16-year-old client who was voluntarily admitted to treatment for alcohol addiction, is scheduled to go home on a weekend pass. On Wednesday, she revealed to me that she intended to go to a classmate's party where, unbeknown to her parents, beer will be among the refreshments served. Do I alert her parents? Do I inform the treatment team? Do I suggest the treatment team revoke her weekend pass?
Because at the top it's like confidentiality, and I'm like, shoot.
Yeah. Okay. So in plain English, always respect people's privacy and always be confidential with regard to patient care. Silence is golden. All right. Go through the steps. Identify the behavior. So do or do not inform people about it. That's the question.
Yeah. The behavior is that the client is putting herself in a situation where she could like reverse her treatment or like what's the word I'm looking for?
Regret?
Yeah. Or like she's putting herself in a situation where she may not be able to like control her addiction.
Because I think also there's the concern of, I'm sure she got this weekend pass probably off of like good behavior and good signs, like that she's progressing. And I almost wonder if this is a sign that she hasn't been very truthful. Like if she plans on going, I guess it doesn't say she intends on drinking, but
the temptation's there.
Yeah, so I wonder if, this,
like, how strong is she?
Therapist is wondering if she really deserves the weekend pass.
I think the therapist would have been fine if she was like going home to stay to hang out with a best friend or to like go to her parents' house. But addiction recovery, like the whole point of it is to stay away from your addiction. Like, that's how you, like, for the first part anyways, it's to, like, make sure you stay sober.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But at the same time, I mean, you get to use your agency the whole way.
yeah.
And she is the one who voluntarily admitted herself to go to the treatment
Yeah,
center.
that's true.
And
True.
I mean, she's going to have to go and do stuff. And when there's going to be alcohol probably involved anywhere she goes, if her friends are into that or whatever. And so obviously it's something.
I just wonder, like, how far along she is in her treatment. Like, is she at the end where she's like, yeah, I can handle this?
Yeah.
Or, like, at
where
the beginning,
like,
where you're like,
experience.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So, okay, so determine professional relevance. So it's like confidentiality. Do you break confidentiality?
And what breaking confidentiality? What does that? Because to me, informing the treatment team, I don't think would be breaking confidentiality because it's the treatment team and they're supposed to be informed of pretty much everything from what I understand.
As long as you're counting it under like interdisciplinary training, where it's like you're talking to the other ones because it will be beneficial for like what they're going through.
Yeah. So I think like professional relevance, like deciding what would be breaking confidentiality and what wouldn't.
See, like, I feel like alerting parents, that might be like a breach of confidentiality.
Yeah.
But the treatment team is technically under the same like confidentiality that you are, right?
Yeah.
So.
And I think it would also depend, like, and maybe like professional relevance would also be like a disclosure document, like, because I know whenever I go to like my doctor's appointments or anything, they're like, is it okay? Like, what people can we inform of your condition? And I have to like list it and do like a written consent that it's okay for them to disclose information about me to those people.
Okay. Yeah, that would be good for sure.
Differentiate personal and or professional values and ideals.
So, like, personally, I think I wouldn't want to let her go because I would be scared that she would like fall back in her addiction.
Yeah.
That's like personally, but professionally, you can't have that emotion for it. You're like, it's their choice. So.
Yeah, like, obviously you're invested in their progress. Also, you really want them to progress. So like seeing people regress is a huge thing. So I think it would be like a huge leap of faith almost, like personally and professionally, like, okay, this is they're either going to be so good for them to grow or it's going to be so bad for them. But maybe even if it's bad for them, they might grow from it. But
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's hard to see. I have a hard time with this question because I'm not always certain about what they're exactly wanting. But
well, they're wanting to know like it's like two questions in one. So do you want to know like what would be your personal values and ideas, like personally towards this situation, and then what would it be professionally?
Well, personally, since I'm so anti-alcohol to begin with, I'd be like, heck no! Like, you are not going to stay here at this facility, you know. But also personally, we have a strong belief in agency, you know. So I don't know, that kind of conflicts with each other. but professionally, I think like Julia said, like I think you would just value whatever you would feel like would help them grow the most. You know, obviously we don't know this person very well from this case study snippet. You know, you could really gauge, you know, from what they've said before, do you feel like they're competent enough to stand their ground and say no, or do you really think that it's going to break them? But even, I guess, yeah, even if it does break them and she comes back, then, she's right back.
Yeah, I'd just be scared they wouldn't come back. Like, since they did admit themselves voluntarily, they're not, like, the government didn't put them in there or anything like that they could just, like, downward spiral and then, like, be gone.
True.
But then, like, that's something you have to deal with, I guess. Like, in the profession. That would just be, like,
yeah, it is.
An outcome that could happen.
And maybe you could just do, like, you could just plan for it, like, professionally, not plan for them to fail, but, like, meet with them beforehand and discuss, like, techniques for saying no or whatever, and then talk about, like, how they would feel after if they did, and how they would convince themselves to come back even if they felt guilty, or even if they felt like they couldn't do it anymore. Like, how could they motivate themselves to get them back there? And do just kind of, like, I guess, I don't know if that would be under front loading or what, but, like, front loading before they went to the party,
Yeah,
no, I would want to talk to them, like, way before, like, saying that, like, no matter what, it's okay for you to come back. Because I feel like if you discuss it, like, right before it happens, like, you can say, like, obviously, like, yes, you can come back no matter what, but, like, making sure that that's something that's been there the whole time. Because, like, if it's like, it sounds like you're allowing them, like, if anything happens, like, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but, like, if you do something bad, like, thinking that they're going to do something bad, then they might, like, be like, well, it's okay, I'll come back to them, like, they'll figure me out, kind of thing. I think that's where it could get, like, just, like, a cycle instead of, like, progressive. Does that make sense? Sort of.
Yeah. From, like, a gospel standpoint, I, like, am always thinking about this, how, like, a bishop would act, like,
yeah,
someone going through the repentance process. Because one of the people I talked to about an internship, that's what she said. She's like, it basically is like teaching repentance a lot of times. And so that's kind of how I think of it. Like, let them know, like, it will be a very disappointing and, like, upsetting thing if you do regress, but you're still a person. We still love you, and we still want you to have success. So we want you back here. Do what you can to avoid coming back under those circumstances,
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so consider legal duties.
Yeah, confidentiality.
Yeah.
You have laws, like, but people have laws anyways. There's, like,
hardcore laws.
Participant rights. Confidentiality is a big one. In psychology class, they, like, talk to us. They're like, if you're not willing to, like, they would see, like, if you're gonna, like, let a mentally ill person or a person with mental illness, like, go or something like that, and you think there's, like, a chance of them doing some behavior, you, like, legally, you have to, like, put them in a hospital or, like, have them assessed to go into a hospital. Because, like, if you think that, like, they could hurt someone or they could, like, hurt themselves or something like that, and then you let them go and they end up going, it's, like, all on you. So, like, if you have, like, any, like, idea or anything, so it's better to, like, either not know or to, like, not warn anyone. Yeah. Because then, like, no one, you didn't know that was going to happen. But, like, if you warn, like, police or parents or something like that, then, like, it gets, like, weird. There's, like, weird laws and stuff. But I think here it's different because, like, there's no, like, harm. They're not going to harm another person.
Yeah, it doesn't talk about her being a violent alcoholic.
Yeah, so it's, like, more just, like, she might not trust you after that, and she might not come back because you violated her confidentiality rights. I don't know if she could sue you for that or not. Maybe if you told her parents, but I don't think if you told the treatment team. But then I don't know, can the treatment team, like, legally revoke her privileges because she's putting herself in a situation? I don't know.
No idea.
I don't know either.
I think that would be.
I think what Stephanie said earlier, like you said, she probably got the weekend pass because of like the behavior.
Julia?
Yeah. I wasn't talking for a while. It was
okay.
Just staticky and fuzzy. I don't know.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. Assess ethical obligations. Ethically, like, is it ethical to let her leave? And possibly undo everything that she wants. Like, since she voluntarily put herself in here, admitted herself,
although
she wants
is
it.
like underage drinking too.
Yeah,
right? She's only 16.
We've like totally overlooked her age.
It doesn't say that she will be drinking. It just says that there's going to be alcohol there. So yeah, that's like the one thing that had me tied up was her age. But then I kind of thought about it as like,
but then
how pregnancy is. Like, even if an underage person comes in and they're pregnant, you're still not allowed to tell their parents.
Yeah.
That's true. Well,
but
I'm not thinking of it as like telling her parents, but like, I wonder if you could tell the treatment team to revoke privileges because she is underage and putting herself in a situation where there could be alcohol. Because like, I don't know.
I think what we need here is progress notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So determined action. Oh. So many variables.
Just let her go.
I think I would advise the treatment team.
Yeah.
But, leave it up to them and maybe not necessarily encourage it to be revoked, but just let everybody know, be aware of the situation.
Yeah. So at least, like, for sure we can plan for when she comes back to, like, see what happened and to, like, be able to either create a plan to, like, start from the beginning or create a plan to, like, see how much she's grown from this experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like what Julia said, like, therapists could, like, start preparing her, but so could the rest of the treatment team. If they knew that ahead of time, they could plan activities or whatever interventions that could specifically help her with the situation.
Saying no is just so hard, though.
It is.
Like, and for someone who's, like, already been put in that situation, like, it is so hard. I don't know. That'd be rough.
That'd be real rough.
I think that would be, I don't know, I think what you guys said would be the best, though. Like,
yeah, I think for sure, like, letting the treatment team know, and then between, like, all of your information, deciding on a decision. So, like, either to let her go or not. Because with, like, that many people knowing, like, different information about her, you can really, like, understand where she's at and, like, if she could deal with this opportunity or if she needs to decide to go somewhere else. Or maybe that's, like, an option. Instead of, like, having her go to her friend's party, being like, hey, well, you can go before the party or something. Like, take the weekend to, like, go hang out with them, not, like, make the party your focus or something like that. You know, those are, like, all different ideas you could discuss with her throughout.
Yeah.
I think another thing is, like, I mean, you'd have to have real good tact with this approach, but if at all possible, maybe trying to persuade her to not go to, I mean, that would be really hard. I don't think I could do it. I don't feel like I could. But some people are pretty persuasive but like, and maybe helping her realize
her decision to not go, not like saying that you don't want her to go.
Yeah.
Like helping her realize, like, this maybe isn't the best decision for you right now.
how critical this could be, how, like, this is a decision that shouldn't be taken lightly, and if she decides, okay, like, yeah, this is probably a really bad idea, then maybe encouraging her to maybe tell somebody to help her be someone that's going to be there to help her stay accountable.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You're not telling somebody, but encourage her to tell somebody.
Maybe in one of her like interventions, like having her identify like a friend or family member that she could like confide in, like, and let them know what's going on so that they can help hold her accountable. Especially if she's got a friend that's going to be at the party too.
Yeah. So if she does decide to go, encouraging her to have someone there to help her stay on the straight and narrow.
Exactly.
But all right, so that's our determination. Next.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
These are long videos.
Yeah. What time is it there?
9.
Not very good.
Yeah, so I'm just an hour behind. Yep.
Okay, I'm back. Are you guys still there?
Yep.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. The second one, the competent case study.
Oh, this is the one that was hard for me. I was like,
it kind of irritates me, to be honest.
Yeah. Doing all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, are you trying to tell us that the problem here is that she's not doing enough? Because I don't.
It looks like she does quite a bit.
Yeah,
to be completely honest, she looks like she's doing a lot more than like
what a national prayer conference would do.
I don't know if I will. Like, I'm in that situation. If I end up working, it'll probably be part-time, and I have a young family. And so, I don't know, I really empathize with this woman, and then, like, I kind of go defend her and be like, leave her alone.
Yeah, when you said that she's doing it part-time, I was like, how are you under the category of part-time when you're doing all of that stuff?
Yeah, for real. I think she's doing just fine. End of discussion.
I know, right?
Yeah. So we want to identify the behavior.
Okay, go ahead. You can take this one.
So I would say like proof of competency would be like the identifying the behavior. Like he wants proof that she's competent in what she's doing. So like I don't know if he knows everything that she's doing, but he thinks the national TR conferences are a big deal. But like when it just says like my colleague, I wonder if it's like just another coworker or if it's like her boss that's saying this to her, or like who's saying that.
Well,
I think if it was her boss, they would have identified that.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember because like, well, not about the colleague thing, but I just remember from class, like Sister Greenwood would always say like, keeping up with your certification is super simple. Like you just have to have like 450 hours a year of related experience in the field. So even if you're a stay-at-home mom with someone with special needs, like that counts. And then it didn't say anything about like having to go to the conference every year, right?
Yeah.
You just have to be an ACTRA member.
Yeah.
That's like it. Okay, so determine professional relevance.
So professionally, are you giving the treatment that like is up to date? Is it evidence-based? Are you?
Do you know enough? That's basically what it is.
Do you know enough to do good?
Yeah, to like create plans to make sure that you're giving like clients best help possible. Anything else?
I think the next question, differentiate personal and professional. I think that's what I kind of dived into at the beginning personally.
Yeah.
I think that she's doing amazing, to be honest. Like not only is she going to all of this stuff, but she takes the time out of her busy life to seek out people who have gone to these things, to get things from them, to she goes and researches before she opens a new program. Like she covers I think she crosses her T's and dots her I's pretty well, to be honest. That's my
personally, you think she's good? Professional values and ideas? I think she has like all the she's not like getting old information.
Yeah.
It's like through her research and stuff, she's getting new information, which is professionally relevant.
Yeah. I think it can always help to go to these national conferences, but I don't think her competence should ride on it. Anyways, legal duties. I think that's pretty evident.
Legally, she has like a right to her patients to give them up to date and like current practices and interventions and stuff like that.
And then, like Julia said, keeping up her certification and stuff, which it sounds like she's doing plenty to do that.
Yeah.
Really all the legal duties I think.
Hey, Julia's not here for a second. She's having a pregnant moment.
We shall have patience with her.
All right, sorry.
We got pregnant problems all over the place.
I just came from a baby shower.
It's everywhere.
So many people are pregnant.
I got kind of dreamed
like, just
that I was
had their
pregnant
babies.
again.
Ridiculous.
I enjoyed being pregnant, but I enjoyed getting my body back.
How old's your baby?
She is 7 months.
Okay. So it's been a little bit then.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. You're fine.
Nights are always hard.
What?
Nights are always hard for me now. Like, I used to get morning sickness, but now it's just like at night.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Mine was never consistent. Okay, let's try to wrap this up so we don't have to. Okay, so we were on legal duties looking to ethical obligations.
So I think, like, kind of what you guys were saying with the legal, I think the ethical also goes in there. Like, you want to provide the best standard of care and expand your confidence, like it says in the beginning, in every way. So, like, ethically, you can't just like let yourself fall behind and expect that that's going to be good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Ethically, you have to like keep up to date.
Yeah. Definitely. I like how at the end she says like next year she'll be able to go. So I think that shows that she will go as often as she possibly can. And I think, I think that's enough. I don't think, because I think it is a great resource, a national conference, because you'll receive information that, that comes from all over the place and that you might not find in local classes or whatnot. So ethically, like, I think it would be a good move to go, but I don't necessarily think it would be unethical not to go.
Yeah, well, and it said too that like every time someone goes and she's not able to, she like picks their brain, notes on what they say.
Yeah. So determine action.
I wouldn't do anything.
I don't think she needs to do much different. I think maybe she should talk to this person and maybe gauge a little bit more if he or is it a he? He
Probably
understands. Especially if she has to work with this person, you want to have faith and trust in your publisher to know that you're both working for the client's best benefit, and just letting them know, I feel like I am competent. I feel like I'm very competent, and this is why.
Yeah. I don't know. She could also like bring it up to like higher management and being like, is this actually something that is necessary for me to be like an employee here? Do I have to go to this? I'm doing all these other things, like, instead of like just like listening to what that person's saying, like, but really she just needs to know like what like certifications ATRA's like really wanting, because like if she's meeting all the criteria for ATRA, like getting all her hours in, she's going to like the courses and like extra information that's needing, she's doing all she can to like stay on top of things. Like that conference is like, unless it's mandatory and like that's what's causing her to like not go, like to like have her competency like be like need to be checked. Although like at that point, I don't know if it's like, should she like take a competency test or like, but I feel like talking to like administrators or something like that to see if they find it necessary would be like super beneficial.
I really like that idea, because then you can kind of, bring up, like, asking the supervisor, do you feel like I am hindering these programs because I don't attend these. Like, that's what it comes down to. Like, is the delivery of these services being hindered and whatnot because of this? Or do you feel like, just kind of asking them what they feel like, I'm doing good or whatnot, because, you know.
Yeah, because from that point you can go and be like, hey, well, I guess I need to improve then. Like, I need to be doing something else if, like, administration isn't thinking that I'm reaching, like, the full potential for the company or whatever.
Yeah.
But usually it's, like, something that's recommended but not required.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it said that the place she works for only has like a small budget for stuff like that, and they subscribe to like the TR journals and whatever, so she reads those all the time. So I feel like if it was a bigger deal, they would focus
More money on it.
budget on it. Yeah, so
Yeah. But yeah, no, she could also go to administration asking for like a letter or like a policy to be written up saying like, as long as you're meeting like specific, like these specific requirements, then you don't like have to worry about going to the conferences, or like this is all you need kind of thing. And then like anything else is extra. So like that colleague that she does have, he like has like information from above, but like she's not the one telling him about it. It's like a general. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Any other comments? Before we wrap this up? All right, ladies. You all have a good night.
You too.
Night. And good luck.
Okay, bye.
Bye.